All right. Good morning, everybody. We can get into this pretty soon. I'm still waking up myself. So yesterday, we thought we were making a ship. We collected all the stuff to make a ship. We did not get a ship. Instead, went to go see our mother. And I think that our half-brother got killed, and I think our mother got killed too. That's our story. We got some light powers. We're going to try those out today. Not sure. I haven't really checked them out too much yet. But we're going to get into that. Let's look at them. Let's see what his big one is. Maybe we'll save up for that. Oh, save up. We already have enough. Okay, that does a lot of damage. But it seems like it's single target. I don't know if we want single target focus stuff. Mega Flare is interesting and cheap. But in the middle of a battle, do you really have time to charge it? I don't know. We might just not focus on light. I should probably master this as cheap. I like this one, but I don't know if upgrading it is the right call right now. That sounds interesting. This spell's really good. We use this one a lot, but it's single target. I feel like Earth would be good because it's a lot of AoE, right? But they're all charge attacks. But we haven't actually given it a fair try. You know what? Let's do it. Let's try Behemoth for now, and then we'll switch to Titan after. See which one we like. Garuda's pretty okay. but like the damage is really low on everything. Seems like it's more for CCing, which doesn't really help during boss fights. But maybe a smart gamer switches what they use between oh hi there, between boss fights and normal enemies. Maybe that's a smart play. Now we got a new item. Let's see what we can craft.
What do I owe the honor? What's that for, dear?
Yeah, I should have a new shield. Honestly, yeah, let's do it.
Should last you a good while.
It should. That's right. These are the same thing we're wearing, I'm guessing. Yes. We don't want those.
Anything else?
That was it, buddy. Thank you. What is in here? Off limits.
Thanks for not leaving me in the Dominion. If you hadn't come back, I might still be stuck there. I told Nan we flew back on the Phoenix, but she walloped me for telling fibs. Can you tell her it was the truth, Clive?
She walloped you. You're a freaking mountain, mate.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Best stock up while you can.
Well, let's see what you got.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
A diamond sword. Pretty sure we already got that. No. 2 songs just to spend our money. That sounds like a good thing to have. Expensive though. Potions 800. You will buy 3. 2 potions. We'll buy 2 potions.
It'd better all be here.
I wish we could like preview what these sound like. Lovely, dark, and deep sounds just about right for me.
You'll not find a better price than that.
I don't want to be broke, so maybe we'll hold it off on the rest.
Come again. Oh, don't.
Alright. I do want to kill more normal enemies so I can upgrade more abilities. Hopefully unlock everything. What does this do?
Might be a mo.
You stumble around here?
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Oh, she's good.
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
This is our new song. We just bought it.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Kind of hope today that we get our ship. Go fishing or something.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Hello. Good morning. Oh, he's right here. Let's talk to him. Oh, she's right here.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
That's deep.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of
Thank
their
you.
nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Wulu deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Alright, let's go talk to Dumbledore. New song today?
The battle cries of dread worm die, in ruin lies less. As shrinks the glim, so spirit still, unanswered call.
Huh. Is he singing about Bahamut, or are we fighting a new dragon?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
Yes, we will. Thank
Perhaps
you.
Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Wasn't somebody just telling me about a bunch of books they have? Or a library?
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those clothes racks are so threadbare. It's
Looks
one
like
of
you
the
got a lot of linen to me.
And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone.
And... you...
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
Jeez, okay.
They said they'd give us new clothes. But we've no coin.
But now I feel bad.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
We got this. Not even worried. What do you do?
All right, Clive. Keep me too. Seems like every report I've been doing my best to keep on top of it all. Sending anything urgent. The rest, I add to the list. And anyone with the time and inclination to solve them will earn a nice bit of goodwill for the cause. Anything catch your eye?
Oh my gosh.
Always something in there.
Oh, Clive.
The patron's whisper. Does that mean...
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll. Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be present. Come to claim your just desserts?
Oh, that's what that is.
All yours.
Oh.
You
Just
earned
get
this.
all this stuff for free.
Here you are. All yours. You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
Well, if y'all play, remember to check that dude.
Did you see that?
Seems like I can't do the quest right now because it's locked because of my current main quest, which also takes place in Northreach. We'll go there first. Maybe it'll let us take care of it after we've done the main
First we
quest.
find Isabel.
Got a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Well, let's try to do it. It's locked, but maybe it'll work. Yeah, okay.
I can't do it. You can. You must. For me. For us.
He's scared. Let's That's respectable.
My lord. Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
But why do we need to look? Why don't we just kill them?
The two soldiers were carrying an
Looks like they're not doing too well here.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered. Or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with her.
I don't think they got what it takes.
Oh, Clive.
I think it's up to me.
I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort. But I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Tucky. Can't bet you. Oh, I can.
When did you get so big?
Good boy.
That thing?
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
I think he's dead, judging by what you said.
Don't leave me, Pa.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more. You're safe.
Okay, where's more? Up there? And to straight.
assume you have a plan?
Music here is kind of scary. I like it.
It was all they could do to escape.
That is a big dragon. Oh Lord. It's gotta be a special one, right? Get the shiny one, we'll go look at the dragon. We still have not tested our light powers. I wonder what this does.
No holding back.
This is very interesting gameplay. Got to use max. Good to know. I mean, that's really good for staggering. I feel like this will be great for bosses too. I still haven't tried Earth. Alright. Before we decide to buy stuff, let's try Earth. Just get rid of fire for now. Just go fight something random. Okay. Maybe not fight something like that right away. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Hold on, bro. Gotta charge. Definitely need to keep fire for now. Not sure how I feel about Mega Flare, but who did I get rid of? Garuda. 2 tank, 2 tank. Okay, we'll keep the hammer for now.
Look! I see them. With me!
So far, that's my favorite skill.
Should I prime?
Yeah.
Save your strength.
Oh. No. See, the problem with charging up is to cast stuff like Protect. I think it's unquestionably a strong skill. Just the charge style is a problem. Especially during a boss fight if you're pressed constantly. We'll see how it goes though. It's fun. I worry that this is not helpful during a boss fight.
It's over.
It's dead. Yeah.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
What? I feel like we can kill more.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dame would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Why is he looking at me when he says that?
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Sure thing. Call me Sid, though. Alright. Still can't do the other quest. Let's go here next, I guess. We're gonna switch out Bahamut for Titan. Let's see how that goes. The charge up is just too much. I wonder if you could switch this skill. Yeah. I don't know if the order does anything. Alright, we'll try that. Is there somewhere I could buy potions here? Oh.
Poor bastard.
You okay, bro?
Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
Bro, I'm a branded.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? Ah, you haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me?
Look at the wall back there.
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point,
Can't hurt
Sid.
to try.
And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard. Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Beasts they are. Aye. The scum of the twins.
Something wrong with that wall.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Someone's still about the bandits. Or just go defeat the bandits.
Victor. What's he doing here?
I don't know. Let's talk to him and ask.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Me too, man.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain
What
neither
ingredients?
Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit.
Just let
See
me
if you
beat them
can't
up.
convince him of his folly.
I'm free.
I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along. Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
But I'm actually confused.
Lower than beasts they are. Aye. The scum of the twins.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamul's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
Yikes.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Now to get Natalie.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be
All
possible
this
to
after
find
last
something,
sellswords we paid
and
for.
we may yet be
Sell
allowed to
such
keep it.
reliant.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants. Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything.
The subtitle says will we need.
To endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow. We must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
She's a smart one.
Thank you, Clive. She saw right through it. I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
Really doesn't seem like it.
Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Oh.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have some with time. They may even...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury.
I take it your scouts found them.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears all of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want...
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil...
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around it.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are...
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
What? I could just turn into Ifrit and kill them all.
No women folk have come so close.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
See that?
They mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople.
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad.
Good job, y'all.
You saved Alamil.
We all saved Alamil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Pretty cheap. Let's give it a try. It's my favorite, so I'll upgrade it. Oh, you can do it even more. Anything I can still afford? They're pretty much the same. This is an AoE, this is single target, right? Yeah. I'll keep the AoE for now. Actually, we'll save.
So, where did you learn to swing a sword like that?
In a desert?
It has long been my habit to keep a watchful eye on the comings and goings around Dalamil. I shall continue to do so, that our people might be warned of any further attacks. I pray that you continue to play your part too. Not of outlaw, but of hero to the hopeless.
I will. Oh no.
Attacked us out of the blue.
I'll go kill them. All your beds are taken, but this room is like empty.
It's good to see you.
Get some hay in here.
Jill?
Make some beds.
Walter said he'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
We are on our way.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
Oof.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Clive, wounded.
Oh.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Oh. Okay, that was cool.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn.
Who was Sir Wade again?
Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, where they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now. The lift can only carry a few at a time. If those Akashic get as far as the cliff,
Let's take him out, Dan. Am I going the right way? doesn't look like people are lined up to use the lift to help.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Ooh, turtle.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
This one.
Get him.
Ow, that hurt a lot.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Thanks, I'll need it. Now, does seem like I walk there.
Mad dogs.
headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
There's more! This one.
Chocobo?
Get him! Over here! This one. Something's coming.
Ew.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Nope.
Only the first round to wait. Shall we? Too slow.
Get him! Nice more! Kill! Over here! This one. Get him! This one.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
Okay.
Oscar, over here.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield.
I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at
Nice.
least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Question is, our quest still locked? It's fine though. They don't seem to be locked anymore. Let's go get clothes for those people. We accidentally accepted that quest, and everybody deserves clothes, right?
Why? Let's hope the draper has Hortense's cloth.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker? Or herringbone?
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bocklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all man. Wait, you aren't
Going to find it. That's...
Oh.
Guess we're gonna go find a caravan. Yeah, we could teleport over there. Let's just fight stuff. Get more ability points. Like these dudes here. What was that noise? Oh. Seems like something I shouldn't fight. And because I shouldn't, I'm going to exactly do that. Oh gosh. Let's see.
That's what I think it is.
Ouch.
This isn't gonna be easy. Rest well. I know I will.
No high potions left.
Over here! Get him! Attack! Kill!
All of that for 2 gil. Sometimes shinies just aren't worth it, huh?
That damn bird's a menace.
She made me buy it, I swear.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they're hardly damaged at all. Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that feather-brain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bocklad, would you?
I am. But, did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that! Over here!
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the Great Lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
Can we get the other guys free stuff too? He didn't run away. He was a bandit.
So you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Boklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Thank you.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
That's that done then. Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
And stop accepting side quests. Here's your clothes, lady.
Clive.
Don't worry. I believe this will more than...
Let's see here. One bolt of... What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devil of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
I don't know. Velvet?
This one?
I've a mind to give a piece to... Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right.
Not quite to get. When my father put down the up, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father...
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's...
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way.
We'll see, I suppose.
Interesting. Maybe we should do side quests.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses soon. Said they'd be made of linen. Not sackcloth. I've never had a dress made of linen.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
What? What are we looking at? What?
I pity those in the villages.
Clive! Oh, my God.
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk. Something's getting him down. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear.
Fine.
I knew you...
But if he doesn't want to talk...
All right, now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go wait a bit, then head up...
Guess we'll just go accept all the side quests. And if any are on my way, I just do them.
You have the look of a man with the twins.
Talia has tasked me with... I don't think I can... I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. Is it really?
You don't need me to answer that. You know, I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. And we must lift that burden. The operation may be dangerous.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing, something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what
You got no one knows herb lore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of...
He wants to remove his
I
brain.
overheard your little chat with Rodrigue. It's good of you to help.
Just need some rest. I'll stay with you.
I think removing a brand is an interesting idea, but when you see somebody with that huge scar on their face, you know exactly what it is. You know they're branded anyways.
We've received word that the displacement stacks have arrived soon.
All this fuss over a few dark cloud.
Here, Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, lovely bit of kit it is. Only the problem is, it won't always get, which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid.
Imagine Ty.
Prop.
So what exactly?
Nothing. Gave you a sample. She'd obtained. You pour the black, sir. I did a bit of... And do you know what I found now? It's own...
I take it that...
I saw a bit would have gone myself, but... Well...
All right.
Thank you, Coin.
So tell me what we're saying. The Crocs and Rick. Okay.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nation's still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
Me.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him, before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Oh. Not good.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
You awake?
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you
He
should
was
be
just
bound.
coughing up blood.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel
Your
together.
attendant.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
Brother. But where's my ship, though? Because, you know, I got all the parts for it. I was kind of excited to have a ship. And now I just gotta keep doing stuff for other people. When is my time?
Lady Hortense.
I wish the time was now. I want my ship.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a
Let him
fine
enjoy
scout.
it.
If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Caution, brother.
Okay, I'll fight them. You saying something about caution? herbs.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they would allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Get him! This one. Go for this one. Go for
Chinese. Me what Chinese? Jedi.
Sickness of you are there. Attack! This one. This one.
More. Why is Joshua just standing there and not fighting? Hello, Joshua.
You're finished.
You good, bro? Chinese. That looks fun. Let's pet it.
This one. This one. Get him.
That's a bit overkill, but it's good that it'll heal me. Joshua's still broken. Who are they trying to fight? Some bombs down there? They're just both broken. Maybe I gotta reload the game. Let's save. Can't save because they think they're fighting.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
That was so weird.
Strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clark. But with better manners.
Shouldn't. You okay, bro?
You're injured. What happened here?
It's what... There's a village...
I'll go. Rest well, soldier.
Kupka. Kupka's dead, brother. No more Koopa Troopas for you.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
I mean, I'm gonna guess it's that big shiny area right there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
I mean, we can go around it. Let's go into it, though. Oh, fun.
Good. I got here in time.
Someone there!
Yeah.
I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
But where are you? Could you give me a hint, brother? Can't move your leg, but where are you?
You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
His wound.
He was right to send you. Those things. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here. You seem familiar.
You must have me confused.
Wait. That scar. Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there. In Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward!
I'm not gonna kill
Your
him.
wounds have healed and your head has cooled. Come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You...
Man.
I am nothing like you. But just know that I will
Okay, bro. You're welcome, by the way.
Over here! This one. Get off.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
I don't know that I'm a visitor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
What you got, bro?
Are you buying or selling?
A little of both. And some potions.
A fine choice. Anything else?
What can I sell? Oh, I could sell old swords.
Ah, not bad. It's a deal. Got anything else for me? Ah, not bad. It's a deal. Got anything else for me? It's a deal. Ah, not bad. Got anything else for me?
I don't know.
Come again.
I might. That's so cute. It has a third eye.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor.
How many names I got?
I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua. The Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Barnabas.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Yikes.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
It didn't. Give me more power.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
I think Ultima wants me, right? And then to take over the world.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. What is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all.
It does appear that
gods
way.
don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
Yes.
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
as it has ever been my brother's duty, remember?
If that is your wish, Your Grace.
Bro, you're just gonna replace her like that?
Safe.
She loves you.
If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Kiss her. Guess that's a kiss.
Farewell.
What you doing,
my
kitty
lord,
cat?
my lady.
We are in your debt, Yode.
Let's find our friends.
Okay.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Why won't you talk to me?
Are you buying or selling? Come again.
I wanted to see if you had new stuff, bro.
What brings you to our humble village, young man?
Good job, man.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His
nice
Grace,
finger.
Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
Something weird about this guy.
Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm free.
So I go left. This way. Thank you.
let us be rid of them.
All yours, Torgal.
Well, and rearrange this so that Earth was first because I thought that would be the default. So that I would block more, but it doesn't seem to work that way.
This one.
Seems like I could have just fast traveled here, but
Clive.
it's nice to walk sometimes, right?
Is the city fallen?
Oh, I guess I hadn't had that one on. Looks very Spanish.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Yes, we should.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol. But everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Whoa.
Hey?
Is there a romance gonna happen there?
My
Uncle.
boy.
Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood. And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Which one's hair is interesting? My brother? Or my hair? The blonde? My brother, yeah.
Alright, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
I think when your internet was out, you missed. My brother has a servant dude. Well, not a servant, I don't know. Some dude tasked with chronicling his life, but he had cool hair. Maybe we'll see him again. Where am I supposed to go?
They don't stand a chance against those things.
This one. Okay. Ow. You really just spit at me. You nasty. Shiny. More shiny. That's a lot of people to fight. Kill that thing. There we go.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
I mean, are they anything ever than monsters? Okay. Beam. Let's go get that shiny. Nice. Any more free stuff? Guess I go to the door? To the big door. Yeah. Okay.
It sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. Time to fight. This one.
Oh my gosh, this thing is huge. Where did he come from? Oh my gosh, that hurt.
Still be survivors inside.
That's one big dude. There's a lot of shinies over here. Let's go get it. Which means boss fight coming, right? Save. Get it.
Where are they?
Time for some new powers. Come on.
These creatures. Does Ultima's reach extend this far? What the hell is going on here? This one.
What does he want? This one.
Oh, we're gonna kill that thing away.
You've caused quite
Okay.
the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Mythos.
Mythos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield. They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
Ooh. What? Sorry, kitty. Didn't know you were there.
They are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard. And you will yield.
I will not yield.
As long as you don't hold back.
Nice try.
Yeah. You gonna jump on me, Kate? Oh, come on. I just activated my thing.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory.
I want that power.
Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Let's try.
wouldn't.
Oh.
This one. Level up. Okay, what's this? The vessel is strong.
Can we drain his power and make our own swords again? Or two?
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
What does that mean? Oh no. Gonna come back. Yeah. I should have drained his power. Oh.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed. Get back.
From one boss fight straight into another?
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop.
calling me Muthos. But Muthos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
He said, I bet.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
The dog's carrying my sword. She should just leave.
Power beyond reckoning. And they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Please tell me she's not dead. My ship. Not my ship.
Will you be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew? Allow me, your lordship.
But Shiva, though.
Don't know
She
what
did.
I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that. Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew. I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
No.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere.
Why?
It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
A wee bit better than what I got. Okay. All these are better.
Come again. Or don't.
Let's go see if we can
I'm
craft
not
them.
much bothered either way.
What's it got to do with...
August was worried that something had been... I thought you might want...
I told you not to stick your...
Clive just wants to help, innit? Talk to him. You never know. Please, mate.
It's not the sort of thing you bother people.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I'm there, you got what you came for.
All right. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Question. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add...
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Assuming you're happy to help that...
Too bloody right.
Glad to hear it.
That's what the craft stuff means.
What's Sancfordian, dear? No scratches, right? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right? That it? Fine.
That it. Fine. Goods. What's wrong, bro?
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what that... Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble.
It's all right.
Focus saying she's been selling to bandits, but she'd never do business with baddies. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but she'd never give your tongue.
Don't worry.
Oh, you'll let me know what you...
Of course. Karen, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose, but it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit... don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties.
I see.
He did tell me summit, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing... Now, where the bleeding hell was excited? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe?
Thank you, Karen.
At least you would...
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding...
I'll leave the hunting to you. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets.
Good idea. Lady Karen.
Not Neil.
You're...
What exact... Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half...
Just... all right.
Oh. Are ya?
All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been
And what? Look. I've done things I'm not proud of, but that woman is no more. And you...
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to...
No. I reckon you've got better things to do than...
Of course.
She mad, bro. Think you're good, Goots.
I spoke with Lady Karen. That the rumors were unfounded, along with some other things. And while it sounds like she may have...
Oh, I knew Nan wasn't...
No, but people do things for all sorts...
Well, I'm going to find that trader. He said they were all talking about... So that's where I'm going.
Are you sure that's wise?
Oh, but... that...
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
It's not.
Goodness, you're as pale as a poltergeist. Why don't you sit down and have a nice bowl of Molly's brown? Cole said it was...
Molly's brown what?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Clive? Where the hell is everyone else?
They're all right.
Jill's not alright. We gotta go find Jill, man.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Mid.
I'll try not to think too much about what was lost the daytime in the town.
If Mid has the stuff already, why'd she ask me to find it? Oh, wait.
I overheard your little chat with Rodrigue. It's good of you to help.
My boils of tire ain't.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail? This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. And you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here?
I know this is your hideaway.
I've tried to find a supplier for this stuff, but it's rare as Chocobo's teeth. When there's someone...
I remember seeing this stuff. Huh. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps
I don't
might
know.
know.
Okay. Let's find out if Otto knows. Because I sure don't. Where's Otto?
Master Sid, have you seen Miss Hines?
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something.
Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the art.
Okay, I remember where that's at. It's this one.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Wasn't it?
Still he clings.
unto the mast and bellowed. All ahead!
Beautiful. Yeah, I knew it was here.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye, aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Is this when I finally get a ship?
Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light!
I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Hey?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Oh, intortable. Oh.
Everyone with me?
Okay, my uncle shouldn't be fighting. He's too old.
Here they come.
Seem friendly.
How are we doing, Mid? I thought you said that ship was fast! Oh? I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers! Come on, then! Which of you lot fancies meeting both?
Don't let the clappers, you curds! Without the pay, and I'll be damned if I'm going first!
Even more of them.
Over here! Get him! Over here! We're too kind. This one. That was easy enough.
Alright, you lousy lot. Get your horses on board. She's ready ready to sail.
You heard the captain?
Clive?
I did hear the captain. How is he alive?
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Okay, there's a lot of him.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
I guess not, man.
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield?
My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my
How long ago was that?
No matter, heads will roll, all the same.
Mate! New plan! You leave! We follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. 'Tis not blood that runs through a maiden's veins. These foes will not fall easily.
But they will fall. Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it! Let's do the lot!
Should we make for the ship? Not yet. Wait for my signal.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, grab for it! Now, mate!
All right, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
What fuel do they use? guess this is the king's ship. Yeah.
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ha! You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Oh, oh, Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Rika, have mercy. All this. What have I done?
My lord.
my choice, huh?
There's a lot of sea between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehere.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye,
Do you feel that, Jill?
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Grigos, gosh!
Barnabas.
Hard a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
It's now or never. I'll find her.
Bloody hell! How to stop it!
Where did you hide her, Barnabas?
Over here! Get her! Get him! Over here!
attack from one person of us. Thank you. Well, we finally got our ship. Beautiful as it is over there. Feels like this is going to be another long lead up to a boss fight. So I might save this for tomorrow. Thank you all for watching and playing with me. I'm going to save, and I think I'm going to end it right here. I will see y'all tomorrow for sure. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Remember to follow.